Hi and welcome to That Wise Old Dude. Today I want to talk to you about one of the easiest and fastest ways that you can recondition your mind so that you can earn more money or create more abundance in your life. And it's going to be a little bit longer, this video, than usual, longer than the normal 4 or 5 minutes. But I'm going to put this across to you in the most simplest way that I possibly can. And the reason I want to do that is because when you have something that's simple, right, it means that you can learn it easier and faster. So this technique that I'm doing will also work whether have very little or no money. And it will also work if you're earning money, but you want to take it to, sort of the next level. You're here and you want to go here. You're at a high 5-figure income, you want to go to a 6-figure income, or you're at a 6-figure income, you want to go to a 7-figure income if that's what you want to do. And this is all to do with your unconscious mind or your subconscious mind, whatever you want to call it. Now, I'm not going to go into everything about your unconscious mind, but suffice it to say that your unconscious mind controls about 90% of your behavior, right? And in a nutshell, your unconscious mind is your most loyal, faithful, and obedient servant. All it will do, it just sits there quietly in the background, doing everything that it's programmed to do, or everything that it's told to do, or commanded to do by you or by others, other stuff that's been dumped in there by, parents, peers, the media, friends, relatives, whoever. It can also get conditioned that way. And so if you're lacking in money, it's because of what's conditioned in there. It's just working on what it's been told to do for you. And if it's been told to keep you in a state of lack, you'll be in a state of lack. If it's told you that you can only get to 6 figures, you'll only get to 6 figures or high 5 figures, whatever it is. So the technique I'm going to share with you is just a very fast and easy way that you can recondition the mind so that you can get more abundance. And I've used this technique on myself, and I actually used it in reverse a few years ago. For some unknown reason, I told myself that I didn't want to be making much money anymore and that quality of life was more important. And of course, I attached feelings to that as well. And so lo and behold, my unconscious mind just followed my instructions, and it started producing lack in my life. So I'm recently used this same technique on myself, one that I used many years ago that took me from, earning peanuts to earning sort of high 6-figure income. And so, the mind can be conditioned and reconditioned and conditioned and reconditioned, which is what happened in my case, right? So this is what I want you to do. What I would like you to do, I want you to think of your unconscious mind, right, as just this huge long corridor. It's a massive long corridor. And down that corridor, there are just hundreds of doors on each side of the corridor, right? And behind each door, there's a manager. And that manager is responsible for performing tasks and getting you what you want in life, whether that's relationships, whether it's more money, whether it's that great job, whatever it is, there's a manager for each thing in your life. And that manager just works on autopilot. He or she works 365 days a year, 24/7. Okay, so you have a manager, for example, for doing your shoelaces up. You could be watching this video right now and you could be down doing up your shoelace. You're not even thinking about it. You're not even conscious of it. And the reason you can do that is because you've learned how to do it. And your shoelace manager behind that door does your shoelaces up for you. Another example is when when you get in the car and you're thinking about something and you drive down the street and all of a sudden you're in third gear, but you can't even remember putting the car into third gear. So that's how your unconscious mind works in a nutshell. That's how your managers work. So you've probably known people that have been on seminars, right? And you meet them, and this is what happens. This is how your manager works. And they go on a seminar, Think and Grow Rich or something, T. Harv Eker. And they come back and they're telling everybody, yeah, I'm going to be rich, and they're all pumped and all of this, right? And what's happened is the new thought that they're going to be rich is running down the corridor, and it's looking at all the doors, and it's looking for the door that says money manager. And while this is going on, while that thought, depending on how powerful it is how fast it will go up the corridor, right? So what's happening is it's going up the corridor, they're feeling all great and all of this, but it can't find the door. And you see this person, and 4 or 5 days later, they're not as enthusiastic. It's starting to wear off, the enthusiasm, right? From that seminar that they just went on. But anyway, eventually, the new thought finds the door and it knocks on the door and it says, hello. The manager answers the door. Sorry about the dog bark there. So the manager answers the door and he says, what can I do for you? And the new thought is there, and the new thought says, yeah, I'm here to make Robert rich. And the manager stood there and he says, you're not coming in here. He says, you can't sack me. I've done nothing wrong. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. I've kept Robert in exactly how he wants to be kept. I've kept him with hardly any money and haven't done anything wrong, so you can't get rid of me. Slams the door, the new thought runs back down the corridor, comes into the conscious mind as a thought of, that's not for you. Wealth isn't for you. You've been thinking fancy free and all of that. It's not for you. And then the person's all deflated, never accumulates the wealth or the extra money or the great job or the new relationship or whatever it is that the person wants, right? I'm just using money as an example. So how do you overcome that? What you have to do is you have to do a sort of a meditation exercise. And this is what I do, and this has worked for me. Like I say, it took me from peanuts to a high 6-figure income for a long time as well. So what you have to do, you got to get that thought. You got to get into a meditative state. All right, you got to visualize this exercise. So this is what I use. I send up myself as the thought, and I find my money door, and I'm visualizing all of this. I'm sat in the peace and quiet, right, where I'm not going to get disturbed by a barking dog. And then I get up to the door, I knock on the door, my money manager answers, and he says, what do you want? So I say to him, I'm here to promote you. And he says, what? And I say, yeah, you've done such a fantastic job at keeping Robert with no money. Even when he got that great job that paid well, you made him press self-destruct. He gave it all up and he went back to earning no money again. So you've done a fantastic job. You've just worked perfectly. So I want you, I'm going to promote you. I want you to get me more money. And so then I tell the manager that, and he's like, oh, wow, you want to promote me? Yeah, I want to promote you. Here's some brand new clothes. So I recently gave my money manager a pair of Armani jeans, a nice white shirt, a new watch, a waistcoat and a hat. And now he's in there, and I sent decorators in. And they decorated all his office for him, upgraded it, because he's going to be making me rich again. He's going to be getting me more money again. So all the office has been decorated. It's really good, and he's great. And he's got, I've in my new office, I've got all these screens, and it's got ideas, and it's got wealth, and it's got from expected sources and unexpected sources. So it's all brilliant. It's got a great desk, leather chair, and he works 24/7, 365. And all he's doing is tuning me in to the frequencies, to the vibrations, call it whatever you will, of more wealth and more money and more opportunities falling into my lap. And then I leave him there and I say to him, and then I have the belief inside myself while I'm in that quiet meditative state. I have that belief in myself that he can't fail. He's never failed. So you should be thinking that if he's kept you poor, kept you lack, or kept you at a high 5 figures, what a great job he's done. He's done everything you've asked him to do. Now, your unconscious mind, it doesn't know the difference between fact or fiction, truth or reality, imaginary or real. It doesn't know the difference. So what you need to do after that, every time when you're spending, a good 15, 20, 30 minutes in the quiet every morning, pop in on him. Walk up that corridor and go and knock on the door and go in and see him and tell him what a great job he's doing. And have a look at him working away, or her. Can be a her. I'm just using him because it's easier for me to stop stopping and saying him, her, okay? So I'm just using that as for ease. So, you can go and tell her what a great job she's doing. Ask her how she's getting on, what's going on, what's new. And she'll tell you. And you sit there and you smile, and then it helps you believe that wealth is going to come to you. And this is the easiest way that you can reprogram your mind, because that's what you got to do. Because your unconscious mind has kept you in lack. It's kept you in a state of lack. Because it's just been doing what it's been told to do, just what it's been programmed to do. Okay, so then each day you just go and have a little chat, 1 minute. In those quiet moments you're in the traffic or wherever you are, waiting in a queue. Disappear into your mind. Stop thinking and worrying about the future or flying back to the past. Go and have a chat with your money manager. Tell him what a great job he's doing. And just know, just like any promotion, right? It's going to take him a little while to get used to the job. Just like it would for you when you get promoted. Or when you start a new job or anything new. It just takes a little bit of time. So you've got to be patient. Know that it will work, because it has to work. What I want you to know is that, look, he has kept you as you are now for how many years? 10, 20, 30? He can't go wrong. So promote him, promote her, and command him nicely, but command him to get you the abundance and the money that you want to earn. And I guarantee you, my friend, that it will work. So I hope that's helped you. I'll do a little bit more, and I'm going to do this week. I'm going to do a video on how you can create that visualization, right? That can impregnate your unconscious mind, and then your money manager or your relationship manager, whatever it is you want to visualize, they can put it on a big screen for you in that room. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and I hope it helps you, and I hope it makes sense. Like I say, I always try and keep things as simple as I possibly can. If you like the video, then obviously please share, comment, like, and most of all, I'd love you to subscribe, and that would be great to have you here. And this is that Wise Old Dude. There's more stuff coming. There's more playlists down below. As you know, I'm a palmist. I'm a tarot reader. I call myself a sort of a psychic life coach, and that's because I can get into people's minds very, very easily. And I know what's going on inside. I know what questions to ask, and I'll do more about that in another video. So for now, yeah, please subscribe, and I'd love to have you here, and I hope to interact with you and see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oops. Oh, I've got to stop it manually. One take videos. This is what happens. I don't do the editing. Forgive me.